Hey guys, how's it going? Today we are back with yet another high point video, and today we are here in beautiful Providence, Rhode Island. No, come on, just there. So yeah, we are in Providence, Rhode Island today because we are heading out early to go to the highest point in the state of Rhode Island. Now, as you may have guessed, since Rhode Island is the smallest state in the US by landmass, this high point is not going to be particularly remarkable. But there are some cool things about it still that I can't wait to see. I'll tell you a little bit more about those in just a second. Okay, so the first reason for this is the physical location. Jerimoth Hill is Rhode Island's high point, and for a long time, I'm not sure exactly how long, but for a long time it was privately owned land. And now, it's not the only high point that's privately owned, but it was the only high point where people reported that they were shot at for attempting to summit this high point. Basically, the people who own the land didn't like the high pointing thing. They didn't like the trespassing. Eventually, though, the state of Rhode Island did buy the land back. So now it's open, and we can go there safely. And in fact, there's also more infrastructure: a parking lot, a trail. So yeah, that's the main interesting thing here. So this is not a state park or a national park or national forest or a state forest or anything like that. It's just land that the government owns. They haven't really done anything with it except for allowed high pointers to make some infrastructure there. So yeah, that's the basic information. As you would guess, Rhode Island is a coastal state. It's the smallest state, so this is not going to be particularly high. It's not going to have particularly amazing views. But it's just one of those ones where you gotta do it, and I'm very interested to see what it looks like after hearing those stories. Alright, last thing I need to say, this high point is the first high point we're going to that is less than 1,000 feet. It is 812 feet, which is 247 meters. So it is very low. Some of the high points we've been to are quite high, but they don't have a lot of prominence, so you can't really have a good view. This one is just not high at all. Okay, so we're here. You can definitely tell that we're on a hill as a car goes past. That way goes down and that way goes down, so this is definitely the highest point around here. I'll show you. That way is downhill, and that way is definitely downhill. So the site says that there's this sand parking lot on one side of the road, which is where we are here, and it says that the actual hill is on the other side, so I can only guess that that's it right there. And this sign there is the actual sign for the high point. Okay, we have arrived. Here's what it looks like. Over there, there's some kind of a shed with some metal things. I don't know what those are. A bit of a clearing here. Other than that, it's all a forest. Once you walk up, there's another small opening into another small clearing where there's a fire. And this stone with a pile of rocks placed by hikers. And then right over here is the High Pointers Club bin. Based on our best guess, we can only assume that is the high point. There's a lot of rocks on it, and I'm not going to be the one to knock them over, but that's probably it. Okay guys, thanks so much for watching the Rhode Island High Point video. Be sure to leave a like if you enjoyed, and leave any feedback you have down below. This one was, as I've been saying this whole video, a little bit uneventful compared to some of them, but that's what you expect given the circumstances of the state. But it did allow us to talk to some interesting people who are doing some high pointing, and overall, definitely no regrets. It was great, as greater than I expected it to be, which was very low. So yeah, thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.